Welcome to C Sports Extra. My name is Ken Fuentes and we're here with Douglas Camacho, President of the Trinidad and Tobago Hockey Board, as he tells us about the team's performance in Germany in the Indoor World Cup and hockey in general in Trinidad and Tobago for the future.
Qualifying for World Cup finals is a fantastic achievement, but we have been down this road before. This particular time though, we really felt that we had a legitimate chance, I think, to make the quarterfinals. And as you could see, having followed the tournament so far, I mean, the Australia game, a 1-goal difference between us and them was the difference between being in the quarterfinals and playing for 9th and 10th. And, to achieve as well a first time ever, I think, other than the netballers in 1979, first time that a team sport has actually won a match during a World Cup. So we really are pleased with what has happened so far. In the context of the qualifier itself was push back, and then eventually happened literally at the end of last year. So between qualifying and this tournament, there was short time to really take preparation to the next level, which we were able to do. We did spend the 3 months intervening, preparing the team to the best that we could here. We were fortunate as well that some Dutch coaches who had worked with us in Trinidad before offered us the opportunity to train with them, with their team, which was preparing for finals of their club team, for a couple of days before the tournament. We could only spare, because our own guys and their work commitments, etc., could only have spared a week. We'd have liked to have maybe have gone for 10 days, 2 weeks, but the guys just weren't able to make that full, sacrifice of their work time. From the Caribbean perspective, and I will break it down that way, the sub-region of the Caribbean versus the Pan Am region, because we do represent the Pan Am in this tournament. It's the Pan Am Championship, the Pan Am winners only that go forward. From the Caribbean perspective, I think it would give the other Caribbean islands hope. It would certainly encourage them. I mean, Guyana and Barbados are quite competitive in the indoor version of the game. I think they would feel with a little bit more work, maybe they could be there one day. I think it's going to be a good fillip. Hopefully what they will do is as we continue to represent the region, the wider region, the Pan American region, that maybe in the future the region will be granted more spots. Often it is based on rankings, but if we could maybe have 2 spots instead of 1, that would be fantastic.
Now, looking at what has happened here, what are the plans really to improve our local indoor league?
The first thing we really need is a facility that would really give us the full length, full width. In some facilities we have the length, not the width, and in 1 or 2 we have the width, not the length. That would be nice. Of course, it does mean an indoor type structure that could accommodate it. Hopefully maybe the one in Diego Martin will be big enough to be able to accommodate a proper indoor surface, and then we could put on the proper flooring that really would give us that opportunity in a more permanent way. I think the advent of what I call hockey fives, which is played outdoor, would also help, because that is a game played very much in the style of indoor, with sideboards, continuous play. So I think the combination of those two should see us continue to do well in indoor. Of course, it's less players on court, and I've always contended that we have a greater chance there because of the pool that we have to choose from among is not as deep and as wide as the countries we're going to compete against. So I guess into the future, I think it's a great fillip.